The ACC men's basketball tournament is held every year in the state of North Carolina, except when it's not, like this year when it's being held at the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C. An NCAA tournament automatic bid is on the line, so all 15 members of the conference send a team to the tournament. Well, except for Syracuse last year and Louisville this year, I guess. And well, we've never actually had a 15-team men's basketball tournament, but we're hoping to next year. Also in attendance at the ACC tournament that opened up once again on a Tuesday, fans from former ACC schools. No, I didn't spot any South Carolina aficionados, but I did track down Neil Keller of Rockville, Maryland, a Maryland grad, and he discussed the relationship between Maryland and the ACC in our current climate.
Because I grew up my whole life watching the ACC. I love Duke, NC State. I went down there for some games. I just like the ACC.
You didn't want to go to Chicago for the Big Ten tournament?
No. We have no rivals.
How can you be a Maryland fan if you're pulling for Duke?
Duke's always been my second favorite team.
Yeah, but doesn't that make you kind of a fraud as a Maryland fan?
I don't like how people don't like Duke because they're good. It's wrong. Duke's a clean.
Other than showing up here, are you doing anything else to campaign to get Maryland back in the ACC?
No, it's all about money. I can't do anything.
You can't? No grassroots effort? I mean, you're not listening to Bernie Sanders? It's not about money.
No,
if you get enough people about you.
We should put Maryland back in the ACC and put Notre Dame in the Big Ten.
Ooh.
That's common sense, but no one has any common sense.
You're a Maryland fan. Does that mean you've stayed a fan of Debbie Yow even as she's moved on to NC State?
No, she bankrupted us.
Is that
she really did. It's all about money. It's disgusting. West Virginia's in the Big 12. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
West Virginia's playing a bunch of teams in Oklahoma and Texas. What's next? UCLA is going to be in the Big Ten. I mean, we need to get back to rivalries.
What? Boston College, Florida State doesn't do it for you?
Well, I like Florida State, but I like Wake Forest, NC State much more.
Gotcha.
Remember, Maryland was in the Southern Conference before the ACC started in 1954.
Yeah.
We've been playing like Carolina since early 1920s.
Do you expect a big contingency of Maryland fans out here this week?
I've seen a lot of Maryland fans.
More than these two?
No, I've seen some other Maryland
fans. Okay, all right.
People saw my shirt and said, go Terps. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't think that. Most alumni misses the ACC. I mean, nothing against Michigan State and Indiana, but we don't have the rivalry in the city.
Yeah.
Purdue will always have Indiana. Michigan State will always have Michigan.
And did you airbrush the hat yourself?
Yeah, instead of my Maryland turtle hat, I brought this one because it says Terps. From our Airbnb spot in the Shaw neighborhood, hours after lighting up prime rib on K Street and crushing it at Marvin on 14th in Washington, D.C., I'm Hayes Permar for Sports Channel 8.